Okay, this is Zechariah 7, verse 3. And to ask the priests who were in the house of the Lord of hosts and the prophets, saying, should I weep in the 5th month and fast as I have done for so many years? Then the word of the Lord of hosts came to me, saying, say to all the people of the land and the priests, when you fasted and mourned in the 5th and 7th months during those 70 years, did you really fast for me? For me? When you eat and when you drink, did you not eat and drink for yourselves? Should you not have obeyed the words which the Lord proclaimed throughout the former prophets when Jerusalem and the cities around it were inhabited and prosperous, and the south and the lowlands were inhabited? Then the word of the Lord came to Zechariah, saying, thus says the Lord of hosts, execute true justice, show mercy and compassion, everyone to his brother. Do not oppress the widow or the fatherless, the alien or the poor. Let none of you plan evil in his heart against his brother. But they refused to heed, shrugged their shoulders, stopped their ears so they could not hear. Yes, they made their hearts like flint, refusing to hear the law and the words which the Lord of hosts had sent by his Spirit through the former prophets. Thus great wrath came from the Lord of hosts. Therefore it happened that just as he proclaimed, and they would not hear, so they called out, and I would not listen, says the Lord of hosts. But I scattered them with a whirlwind among all the nations which they had not known. Thus this land became desolate after them, so that no one passed through it or returned, for they made the pleasant land desolate. Now this is Zechariah chapter 8. Again the word of the Lord of hosts came, saying, thus said the Lord of hosts, I am zealous for Zion with great zeal. With great fervor I am zealous for her. Thus says the Lord, I will return to Zion and dwell in the midst of Jerusalem. We read in Revelations, 1,500 miles by 1,500 miles by 1,500 mile cube. That's where God's going to be at. A new Jerusalem. He's going to build a new Jerusalem. Jerusalem will be called the city of truth, the mountain of the Lord of hosts, the holy mountain. We read